Hi, before we get the intro started, I just have a lot of channel messages that I need to rip off. I may come back, spin the block, and try to put them together, but as of right now, I'm getting a heavy emphasis on indigo blue, the color, okay? So I do have my chakra book open here. Also something about Lilith. Lilith may be trying to communicate with some of you, or, you know, by Lilith, that means your inner calling, your inner you is calling you, okay? This is also the Lover's energy here as well, but that also is associated with the moon energy, and this is the subconscious. So you are being called to delve into your subconscious, which then means that you need to tap into hermit mode, Virgo energy at this time. I'm also giving emphasis on my Afro-Brazilian tarot deck. This is not a deck that I have. I haven't used it publicly. This is something that I use in my personal time. So I am getting an energy here where some of you, I don't know if you have Afro-Brazilian roots, excuse the terminology for me, but there's something in regards to that. Again, I may spin the block here, or it may just come out in the crow call. I'm also getting an energy as well. Fairies are trying to communicate with some of you, and there's a heavy emphasis on trees at this time. I don't know, it's heavy emphasis on trees, okay? I got a vision, and which has prompted me for my Afro-Brazilian deck to come out, because it's like I was getting one of the cards in here where you're offering, like there's an offering to trees, and trees are all about wisdom. And so I am being called to advise you guys to spend time around trees. Not any old kind of tree. It needs to be, and then I'm also hearing the tree of life, but it can't be any old kind of tree. It has to be, you know, an older, big tree that's been, you know, around for some time here. I'm definitely getting emphasis on that, but then that also brings me back to the tree of life. And then the Kabbalah. Also, excuse, I am shaped like a bag of potatoes right now because I just ate. And so there's definitely there's something in regards to feeding your spirit, feeding your inner Lilith. You need to feed your soul is kind of the energy that I'm getting at this time. Coffee, there's an emphasis on offerings here. Now again, coffee, that's a basic offering. Tobacco, that is a basic offering, but that's another thing I was getting. Your eyes, there's something about the eye area, okay? I had a notification from my Pinterest thing, and it was like, you have good eyes, Kristen. And I opened it up, and it was like all these Lilith messages and things like that nature. All right, so there's definitely something about the eyes here. I don't know if some of you guys' eyes are getting bad or some of your eyes are getting better. Personally, I just wear glasses because I've always wanted them since a young warthog. I have 20/20 vision. I don't need these glasses at all. It's just decoration for me. But there's something in regards to the eye area. I don't know if some of you guys' eyes have been burning lately. Very irritated, you know, or, you know, also too, that reminds me of Aries energy. So this also too, I don't know if you guys have been having headaches here, insomnia, which is also a Neptune energy going on as well. I'm getting Mercury and Neptune aspects. So this could be a square or an opposition. Especially if you guys have been having insomnia and things like that. I'm also, of course, there's always going to be Saturn in the mix, trying to cock block and pop block and drop. So Saturn is definitely in the mix. Any other messages before I forget? Oh, also in regards to the eyes, you're being advised not to just glance over things. Which is what most of you do. And then you also listen to people who glance over things as well. They do not have a deep understanding. And so you are feeding yourself McDonald's energy. Pretty much you're feeding your soul McDonald's energy. You need to delve deeper into things, and you need to listen to people who delve deeper into things as well. You should not be, oh, there's something about, and then they move on. That's not acceptable anymore. What other messages are there, please, before we get started? This morning I did wake up feeling like I needed to do like get serious with my ab workouts, okay? Like abs, that's just one thing I never have trained before. I just don't like it. To me, abs is the most painful. Like I will do squats. I will work out my quads before I ever do abs. Like, and quads, that's not my least favorite as well. I hate doing my legs, only my hamstrings, but there's an energy of the gut area, okay? And that's a Virgo thing as well, but that also, if we go deeper into that, that's a Piscean thing, all right? That needs to be healed. Anything else? My nose is itching. I mentioned the fairies. I also mentioned, I did not mention, but I'm going to mention them now, mushrooms. There's something about mushrooms. I don't know if some of you guys take psychedelics, or there's an energy of mushrooms. I don't know if some of you garden here as well, because I was getting that energy as well. Your ancestors, your guides, what have you, they want you to grow mushrooms. Eat mushrooms, eat more mushrooms, grow mushrooms, study mushrooms. I'm definitely getting mushrooms. Mushrooms also correspond with the fairies, and then also crystals as well. I don't know if some of you guys been trying to connect with fairies. They want mushrooms and they want crystals, especially if you're using cards. They want mushroom cards and crystal cards mixed in with the fairy cards. That's what they want, okay? Let's see. Yeah, it's something about feeding. I'm also hearing lodestone out of nowhere here. Lodestones are popularly known, people, to me, they abuse that stone for love. So that's like a love ritual. People will use lodestones to create a magnetic bond or some type of tie. I don't get into any of that love spell type of shit. I will never, nobody's that important, and I don't give a fuck that much to be trying to do all of that. But I am getting lodestones, okay? And so I don't know if you guys are doing spell work. That's another thing. I was getting spell work this morning as I was eating my little oatmeal and my coffee here. I was definitely getting spell work as well. I was getting a breakup spell, and witchery is in the air. That came out when the moon card came out with the Queen of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords was leading me into the moon energy, right? And everything else was going. So I was like seeing someone's subconscious and what was going on in there. You know how in the songs they talk about somebody such and such is living rent free in your mind? Well, there's a such thing as having a life subconsciously that you are obviously unconsciously aware of. So there's definitely some of that going on here, all right? There's some type of binding spell. Either somebody is trying to actively bind you. I'm also seeing the Three of Swords in my animal tarot deck here, and that's usually a binding of swords. Also something about Mercury energy. I just found out that Mercury and water actually correspond together, especially if we want to take it to the Chinese culture. There's something about Chinese people or Chinese beliefs. But let me go back to what I was saying. Oh man, I guess that was it. I can't go back. Yeah, I can't go back. Interesting. I cannot go back. Some of you too, like me personally, my Mercury is about to progress into the sign of Cancer. My sun sign has already progressed into Cancer in the 9th house from Gemini in the 8th house. And so there's some type of progression with the Mercury energy. And like I told you, I didn't realize that Mercury, we all know Mercury to be an air element, but it's actually associated with water. So air and water mixing together within that Mercury element. Personally, I'm about to progress into having a Mercury and Gemini in the 8th house. It's about to progress into Cancer in the 9th house. So there's some type of aligning that is occurring at this time, some type of, and that may also be another reason why some of you maybe experience insomnia, or you know, there's some type of disruption with your sleep or something like that. Yeah, there also too, your sleep may be off. You may not be able to stick on a schedule, or it's like an energy where there's something about your sleep. I forget what they said it was called. But it's some type of rhythm. I forget what they said. It's like a scientific explanation. Some type of, it's a cordic or something like that. Rhythm is off. The reason for that is because your Mercury is progressing. It's progressing, or it's regressing. Take it as it resonates here. Let's take a looky. Anything else, please? I was also getting the fairy, the Oak Man, came out, and that Oak Man card was talking about, oh, and numerology. I'm getting a lot of numerology here as well. Some of you guys as spirits, ancestors and guides will be communicating with you by way of numerology, but it's not a Google search. Like I said, there's something about y'all taking like the easy way route and just Googling some shit you're gonna have to go deeper to get the real messages here. You have to understand who created Google and the whole purpose of it. Everything it's to keep you ignorant and it's to keep you unconscious. So y'all just doing a quick little Google search, and I know I've advised you guys to do that before as well, and I do apologize for that. It's just, it was easier for me to do that, but it's wrong, okay? Y'all need to dig deeper into that. They don't want you to know the real information. So you doing a quick Google search and thinking that, you know, that's what it is, that's what your ancestors and guides are saying. That's not the case at all. You need to open up some books here, okay? You really need to open up some books. I'm still teetering on whether or not I want to give book recommendations out, but there is a book that I have where it breaks down the numerology, the true meaning of the numbers, and then they also correspond numbers with letters, okay? And so it's kind of like you're gonna have to, it's like a word play, I don't know, some of you also too been doing word puzzles, crossword puzzles as well. It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of messages going on at this time. Yeah, they're saying that you got to get smarter. That's why you have to dig deeper. And that's also something that goes on with the root. That's what goes on with the tree of life. The tree also represents your bloodlines. Okay, that's where the IC that I was talking about in Aquarius. You're going to have to do something different to get the messages. That's why Aquarius energy is eccentric and weird and off-putting and just different. You're gonna have to do something different to get to the root IC energy. Another thing, if you're not watching my astrology forecast, you're missing big pieces. I'm telling you, I spend 2 days on those reports. I don't look at nobody else's videos. I don't read nobody else's shit. It's all me and my ancestors and my guides. It's like automatic writing for me. And I spend 2 days on those reports alone. And they're like 2 pages in each. Like y'all see, like y'all know how long they be. I really get the messages. And so if you're not listening to that, you're missing the key. You're already missing the key. This is not up for debate. This is not because I'm trying to get y'all, oh, support me. No, this is like some real life shit. You guys are doing yourselves a disservice, and that plays right into my point that y'all have to go deeper into the shit. And I have natally my IC in Aquarius and Saturn in Aquarius. Y'all gonna have to, you're just gonna have to at this point. And if you think otherwise, I'm telling you right now, the shit you ain't getting the right messages. You're being led astray on God, because you just are. Is there any other messages before we get started? Also, I talked about the color indigo blue. There's a heavy emphasis on the color blue. And then that talks about indigo children. Indigo crow is what comes out in my decks. I have a card that says indigo crow. All right, so there's definitely something about the indigo energy here. Let me just see before we get started. And then also with everything, there's always going to be an opposition, a polarity. So some of you may actually be seeing a lot of the color red. And if you're seeing the color red, it's because you need to dig into the opposite, which would be the blue. All right. To me, yeah, that's also what I'm getting to. It's like it's honestly going a different route. It's going the road less traveled. So if you usually take a right, you need to go left. Like it's kind of like needing to do things opposite. You want to support these McDonald's readers. Well, you need to support the soulful readers, or however this manifests in your life. It's not just tarot readers in the world, not just oracle card, it's everything. Okay, like if you used to go into a certain stylist, you know, because they're popular, you need to do something that is not popular. Okay, and that's the energy that I'm getting at this time. Crow call. Dun, 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 ay, dun, 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 ay, dun, 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 ay, 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 crow call, dun, 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 ay, dun, 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 ay, dun, 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 ay, ay, ay. Crow call, the world and the strength card is coming through. May I have messages, please, for the collective? Also, please join me on Patreon, where we do get deep. Let me go deep, 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 deep on you, na, 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 na. Let me go deep, deep, deep. You. I saw the death card with the 9 of Swords energy, so that's all psychological. All psychological. That's definitely something psychologically changing. We have the 10 of Cups coming out in the reverse and the death energy. All right, so that is the circles of life. saying that Nine of Swords usually occurs when somebody's deep in that moon energy, the subconscious, the unconscious, and they don't really know what to make of it. They can't pinpoint it. That's another thing. Something cannot be pinpointed. Again, that was definitely covered in, yeah, Five of Wands. It's all coming out reversed because it's happening upright, but you don't understand what's happening. Yeah, the Sun card, you can't really see it in the physical. It's not happening physically at all, okay? You go to a doctor, they're not going to be able to tell you what's wrong with you because that's not what's happening. It's all spiritual, and you have to be able to dig deep, 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 deep. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me go deep, deep, deep. All right, let's get it. Messages, please, for the collective. La, 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 la. But there's something about Chinese, okay? The Chinese people, culture, symbolism. Oh, the I Ching. I don't know if some of you guys are getting into the I Ching, ting, ting, tings. I would highly recommend doing so, especially if you've been interested in it. Y'all already know I'm studying the I Ching. Where are my I Chings? Are they over here? Where are my I Chings? My I Chings. Oh, they're over here. Oh yeah, and ancestor money. Interesting. You know what this is? I feel like it's calling everyone. I feel like this is everyone's ancestors being called on, or everyone's, like, whatever you get into. Yeah, the I Ching. There's yeah, this is about weirdness, doing something different. So there's other ancient divinations that you guys are being called to tap into. Not everybody is a tarot reader, and these oracle card readers, it's leave the McDonald oracle card readers where they're at. It's time to tap into some deep, deep shit. That's what I'm getting here. This also could be being activated within. Some of you also may be restless. You may be restless, and that may be where the insomnia is coming from, because there's energies within Lilith energy. We can take it to your psyche, really. Let's take it to the psyche. Also, too, another thing, it's a lot of downloads astrology wise. Y'all need to kind of leave those, and I'm gonna help you guys with that. I'm already working on it, but the asteroids, you're being called to look into your asteroids, okay? You need to go deeper, okay? The asteroids deal with your psychology, your psyche, really, and then they deal with other gods and goddesses that they don't want to talk about. So if you look into your Vedic astrology on astroseek.com, type in your natal asteroid placements, and it's going to pull up all types of shit. Maki, Psyche, it's going to pull up your Eros, it's going to pull up your Sedina, it's going to pull up your, what else goes on with the asteroids? You get what I'm saying? It's going to pull up every other thing that is not talked about publicly. We got to get away from what is being known. So that's why I've already decided I'm not about to come out like, yeah, you're Mercury and this means, no, I'm going to be pulling up the asteroids. That's where my placement is. In the astrology community here, because everybody's already done, oh, you're Mercury, y'all gonna have to dig deep. That's really what I'm getting here. All right, and then somebody's called to do the I Ching. Somebody is called to do the I Ching, and that's honestly, you know, I'm gonna have to hats off. I think that's the hardest divination. Just like the language is the hardest to learn. That's also a language too. Some of you, damn, so many messages. That's a Sagittarius thing as well. I don't know if some of you have 9th house or Sagittarius placements at this time. And I don't know if you've researched it, that you are gifted with speaking multiple languages. And if you look in the 3D, you don't really care about the, you know, the languages. You get annoyed, confused. Astrology is a different language. The I Ching divination is a different language. Tarot even is a different language. It's not what you are naturally or what is popularly known to be speaking a different language. Wow, it's a lot of messages. You guys are just being called to really step into who the fuck you are. You're not, you know, me personally, I'm gifted in all of these areas. Some of you, you gotta learn, you gotta stay in your lane, okay? Some of you have power with the fire element. Some of you are more powerful with the air element, and so forth and so on, and you need to stay in your lane. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. And in order to stay in your lane, you have to figure out what your lane is. Not everybody is a tarot reader. In fact, they're not. They're really oracle card readers. So that speaks volume in and of itself. Eight of Wands energy is talking about Sagittarius energy. Eight of Cups reverse. Okay, this is about your spirit. This is the spirit realm. The Eight of Cups is like the threshold to the spirit realm here. So with it in the reverse, this is like, it's kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting Narnia vibes. It's kind of like opening up that wardrobe, right? And you're going into the spirit realm. That's what I get with the Eight of Cups reverse. You're actually in it, right? And then the Eight of Wands is you being guided. This is direct messages. This is spiritual messages. This is also prophetic messages here. You're just being spiritually guided when we talk about the Eight of Wands inside of this Eight of Cups. Our Ace of Cups, excuse me. All right, so here's that wardrobe I was talking about with the Four of Wands. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And I think I'm gonna put that back. Damn, 20 minutes of messages. Yeah, whoever's still here and didn't fast forward, 10 of Cups, I'm trying to tell you, Ace of Cups reverse. Whoever's still here, Ace of Cups, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to listen to this message, period. Anyone else who clicked off because I don't know why the fuck and don't care, this is not for them. They're not being spiritually guided. They're not supposed to be here. This message is not for them. And I think that a lot of times my ancestors do that shit on purpose. Mars and Taurus energy is slow. It moves real slow just to, you know, to see who's going to fall off. You know, most people just want to hear you're blessed and highly favored. You got blessings on the way and new love coming in and you have a new sexual encounter coming in. That's all they're here for. So if you guys are still here, now we can get started. We have the the 10 of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Like this right here is being well protected, connected, and I don't know, well protected, connected, and what's the other one? Protected, connected, and well respected. This is high spiritual ranking here. And this is definitely the spirit realm. Okay. Oh, you are. Also, yeah, something about water. Okay. I don't know if you guys have didn't I say something about the Hermit? Did I not? I said what I done said. If you remember, I mentioned the Hermit. You need to go up in that Hermit energy. And this is like the wardrobe. This is going inside of your psyche. Whoo! With the Lantern here. And also, y'all need to read the book. I don't know if I'm going to start a book club. I think I will. I just need to figure out how to organize it. Virgo energy. I'm gonna start a book club, but I really highly recommend The Woman Who Runs with the Wolves. I really highly recommend that book. It is about 600 pages, but it's 600 pages of it's pure wisdom, pure. All right, let's get into it. I love it. You're in there. Some of you are in there. This Hermit energy, you're in there, right? Others can't find it, okay? They can't find the wardrobe, so to speak. Did I mention water spirits? Some of you too, y'all have some water spirits. I don't know, some of you guys been drawn to like the water, fish, eating fish or seafood, or if some of you do read tarot for yourselves or publicly, whatever have you, mermaids and things like that, water spirits. Some of you may even be getting these recommendations on YouTube out of nowhere about like animals, dolphins. Really, dolphins are associated with Pisces before they try to switch it up and put a fish. But it was supposed to be, or it originally was dolphins, just like with horses. It was originally unicorns, but unicorns couldn't be controlled and dolphins were too intelligent. And so they switched it up, like they whitewashed everything. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's going deep. That's really what I'm getting here. And it's these myths are not myths, okay? We have the Seven of Wands. So didn't I just say these people are blocked? But this also reminds me of the mountain. It's like a holy mountain. That's where all the spirits, high ascended masters are at. And you know, these people, these little crows, they're trying to get up there, but they can't. It's like reaching higher heights. And then you see this wand right here. That's like the magician card, right? But that's like a magical wand. It's like a magical key type of energy here. But that reminds me of a mountain, okay? I forget what that was called in the shaman deck. Some of you are shamans here as well. I just feel like you guys are being called to step into who the fuck you are. You're not going to be what you want to be. Some of you, you're not a tarot reader. You may be a shaman. You're not an astrologer. You may be whatever. You're being called to step into who the fuck you are. Sweat Lodge. No, it's a mountain. I think it's the Shashi Mountain. Tree of Life is coming on. Also, I'm finishing up the shaman messages on Patreon today. It would be in your best interest to get on there, man. I don't know how many, I'm going to keep saying it, but the Holy Mountain, is that the one that I was talking about? There's another one. Maybe it was the Holy Mountain. Is it this too? Okay, it was the Holy Mountain. I thought it was another name for it. Yeah, and isn't today the 7th? The Holy Mountain has the number 7 on there. Do I need to go get my book? Yeah, it's a lot of energy. I can't. I mean, I'm a teacher first and foremost, so. I knew I was gonna need this book. The number 7 is about trust and openness. Skirt, hide the book, gotta hide the book, because the number 7 is about trust and openness. The number 7 represents uniqueness and a desire to learn, a scientific mind, and we talk about this, and a tendency towards perfection. If blocked, a person's natural charm may give way to aloofness and a sarcastic and densory nature. Number 7 is associated with the letter P. So something about the letter P. Purpose, maybe? The letter P, purpose. All right, let's get into it. I keep saying that, but we are already into it. You see, that's the point. We're already into it. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta, this is being able to see, like I said, deeper. This is third eye energy. Also too, the throat chakra is what I'm getting as well, okay? Let's go. Yeah, that's what it is, man. The feather, look how long this feather is on that mountain. And the feathers also talk about messages, right? It's like we can all read the same Holy Bible, for example, and we all have different interpretations. Some have a basic interpretation, most. Others are able to decipher and dig deeper into that and what it really truly means. Like when I read biblical scriptures, I can associate it and correlate it to astrology. That astrology, I can then correlate it to a tarot card. That tarot card, I can then correlate it to a music reference and lyric. I can even associate it with extraterrestrial beings. I can connect it to demons. I can connect it to angels. There's so many different ways. It's like I can see things differently. Like but you have to be able to have an open mind to be able to do so. This is just what it is. We have the 10 of Wands here and the reverse here, all right? And this to me is kind of like, what is that scripture in the Bible where it was just like, it's about a needle or something fitting. It's like what is it? It's like a needle or something, the key or the needle in heaven or something like that. Like, it's kind of like needing to 1111 as soon as I look at my phone. It's like that needle or something like that. And I'm not going to leave it at something like that. We're going to have to look into it. It's, what is that biblical scripture here? It's like an elephant. Okay, so let me see. It looks like it's in the book of Matthew. I think if I ever have a son there, I'm gonna have to name him Matthew because I love this book. Clearly, every reference or biblical scripture I have always comes back to either the book of Matthew or Jeremiah. All right, but let me see. Yeah. Other religious texts use similar examples such as an elephant going through a needle's eye. Remember I said in the beginning you have a good eye? I said something about a good eye. So does Jesus, Yeshua, just mean that rich people can't get into heaven? No. Hold on. Let me just get to the real. Okay. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. This is in the book of Matthew, chapter 19:24. It looks like Mark 10:25, Luke 18:25, the eye of a needle. I'm getting the Eye of the Needle with this Hermit reverse with the Ten of Wands. This also appears in the Quran as well. Those who deny our verses and are ignorant toward them, the gates of heaven will not be open for them, nor will they enter paradise. I should have known with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups, that is paradise indeed. Until a camel enters into the eye of a needle, and thus we do not recompense the criminals here. That's in the Quran. But in the New Testament, in the Bible, it says it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. So this is where the baggage and all this other things that prevent people, block people, Seven of Wands, from being able to, okay, wow. I also mentioned this in a different manner in the astrology forecast that you guys are not listening to. And I was mentioning how I think it was the moon and Cancer energy in the 10th house, where people are, and also the North Node. I was saying how people get stopped and trapped and blocked, or they just simply give up on their North Node path journey towards their purpose and their destiny. The number P, number 7, because, and that's justice, and that's also associated with innate wisdom. And innate knowing, right? You innate know because of intuition, inwardly, it's inward, hermit energy inside, just like spiritual warfare is inside. But I was mentioning that with the placement with the moon in Cancer, and I believe Venus is now direct here as well. And there was something else that was going on, and then I even mentioned in the beginning Mercury in Cancer and the water and the Mercury element, but these people are getting held back and blocked because of their hatred, their anger, their bitterness, their jadedness, their victim mentalities here, their woe is me energy. They were getting stopped and blocked, and all of that energy is baggage, and you can't take that. If we look at the Fool card, Aries energy, Jupiter in Aries retrograded, North Node in Aries retrograded. These people were unable, they were getting stopped, they were getting pop block and cock block and stopped because they were carrying all of that baggage, Ten of Wands energy. And that, again, that is essentially, you can't carry that shit. You can't carry that shit. And they do. And that's why they get blocked. They refuse to learn. They refuse to take heed. They refuse to go up in this hermit energy. They refuse to delve into their psyche energy. It's like they do a little, I've been celibate for a couple months, and they think that that's good, and they think that they did some work there. You are sadly mistaken, or they want to sit there and call themselves divine. They want to call themselves this and that, but yet you're still having sex. You're still having babies out of wedlock. You will not stop. And it's like you think you're excused from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the energy, and this is why Empress in the reverse. These people refuse to take heed. They don't take it serious, or they think that they can create like their own little exceptions, or that doesn't apply to me, or they want to try to justify Seven of Swords. I'm not Seven of Swords, I guess so, but they want to try to justify justice energy, justice card, why they're doing. You cannot do both, man. Yes, you need to understand both. We're in the world, but we're not of it. That's the balance right there. That does not mean being in the world and of it. You cannot do both in that regard. And yet you have people here who want to do that. Like, how are you fighting spiritual warfare, but yet you're still having sex with someone, knowing that the womb area, sex area, that right there is access into the inner world. That is another, that honestly is a portal to the inner world. And yet you're allowing someone's penis to block that. And then inseminate, and you let people inseminate inside of you, and now they're spraying to terminate a bitch talk slick. I'm gonna have to terminate her. Move back bugs. You're allowing these gnats inside. And that's what I'm getting at right here. They just can't, and then they can't find the wardrobe. But I bet you they can find some hard penis. I bet you they can find some hard penis, and in the throat chakra area, they be letting that penis inside their mouth as well. And that blocks them from expressing because they're too busy sucking. And that's just one example here, but it's the most popular because that's all people care about these days. That's all they do. That's all they do, and they think that that's what they're supposed to do, or they don't care. That's what they want to do. That's really what they want to do, and that's why they cannot find the wardrobe. That is why they cannot find themselves. That's why they cannot find the portal, or the portal is just blocked. It's kind of like a barcade. It's kind of like a mountain. What is it? An avalanche has occurred. Yeah, that's like an avalanche. It's like a mountain, the mountain, and all the rocks are just, it's just blocking them from being able to tap into this Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups energy. It also reminds me of El Dorado energy here too. They cannot find the entrance. They can't find the entrance because they just look on the outside. They just see, oh, there's a waterfall. There's no way. They just see a waterfall, okay? They don't even think that maybe, just maybe, if we go through that waterfall, there's an entrance, there's a portal, there's a, I don't know, a Narnia. Oh, they don't even think, they can't, because they're blocked by what they see. And that's most people. Looks are deceiving. And people still ain't getting it. They still not fucking getting it. Oh, they're not getting it. It just speaks volume. This Page of Pentacles, excuse me. They cannot find, they can't, or their hatred and everything else that they're carrying on their back or within their hearts and in their vaginas and in their asshole is blocking them. It's kind of like being constipated here. This is also some people with the eye issues. If you do have eye issues, or if it's getting worse, your eye, that speaks volumes. You're blocked. You do not have eyes to see. You do not have ears to hear. Yep, Nine of Wands, you're blocked. And this particular Nine of Wands, it looks like this person is trapped. You know how they try to trap wild animals by the legs, and you're trapped? This is essentially where it's like they be trying to, I can't even say they be trying to find the Narnia here. They're just trapped from being able to find it here, and it's right in their fucking face. It's right in their face, but nope, they can't see it. They can't see it. Yep, Nine of Pentacles. It's right in their face, but they cannot see it. That's crazy. That's amazing. So instead of closing out cycles, because that's really what the number 9 is about. The number 9 was never about completion. The number 10 is about completion. The number 9 is loosening, and it's removing any ties. It's preparing to release. Like you're releasing with the number 9. But that doesn't mean completion. The number 9 also hide in the book. Let's hide the book, because I don't, you know. Number 9 is about integrity and wisdom, which most people lack. They don't know what that means. They can't even spell it. They can't spell loyalty. They don't know what integrity is. All they're doing things is for money and to look good and to fuck good and to taste good and to appear like they're good. But no, that's not the case at all. Spiritually, they are in the Nine of Wands. They are trapped. Number 9 is about integrity here, and wisdom represents natural charisma, good leadership qualities, and a certain selflessness. If blocked, the number can symbolize a negative, possessive nature and a lack of direction. Wasn't this whole reading about direction, right? This is essentially what these people are in. They are in the negative expression because they are blocked. Didn't I say the 7 of Pentacles, I'm sorry, 7 of Wands is about blocking energy, right? These people are blocked from getting into where they need to be because of this very energy. They're possessive and negative and lack of direction. And then they refuse to take heed to the person that's trying to lead them in the right direction because they are too busy trying to be led into the direction of where the hard dick is. The number 9, it corresponds with the letter I. If I'm going to put the number 7 and the number 9 together, that is P and that is I. That is a PI address. And again, that's direction, Knight of Cups energy. They get led astray. Yeah, Ace of Cups. They get led astray to the Disney. They get led astray to the money. They get led astray to the attention. They get led astray. 6 of Wands energy. And it's crazy because the 6 of Wands in hindsight is a watered down version of the Sun. The 6 of Wands is a wannabe energy of the true Sun energy. It's a wannabe. It's a watered down, no pun intended, Ace of Cups energy. It's a watered down Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups energy of the Sun. And then they get trapped up, stuck up, 9 of Wands energy and blocked. Here's another Knight of Cups. I don't know how there's two Knight of Cups in this energy, but here we go. This one now is reversed because they missed the mark. They missed the mark every time. They missed the mark every time. Yep, Magician. Yep, Magician. Why do they miss the mark every time? Because they, yep, Magician with the Three of Wands. They get led astray. Because they don't want to face the tower, which essentially is that waterfall, where they don't want to face that waterfall, or they see the waterfall for as it is, and they refuse. Their imagination cannot fathom that maybe there's an entranceway in that tower. That waterfall is essentially a tower, and behind that tower was a whole kingdom of kingdom of gold. Ace of Swords. That's where the truth is, behind the tower. But everybody lives their lives to avoid a tower. Everybody lives their lives to avoid a tower, and then they end up getting a fucking tower, but it ain't the tower that's going to help them transform and metamorphose and to break change. No, they get the tower where it's just straight up destruction. And again, I mentioned this in the astrology forecast that you are not fucking watching because it's not what everybody else is talking about doing, or it's a foreign concept. And that's pretty sad. You guys are just like those people who keep missing the mark because it's not Western or tropical astrology that everybody is listening to and everybody thinks they know. And yeah, fuck y'all. You just you're allowing yourselves to be led deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the world's business. But you're just supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be of here. And y'all doing everything in your power, Magician, to keep opening up this threshold to be of the world. And then you want to master it. And then you want to master the ways of confirmation. And then you want to master the ways of the world. And then you want to demonize Lilith energy. You want to demonize your moon energy, suppress it so much so to where now you think it's evil. And then you lose your way. You don't even know how to find you just can't. And there ain't no GPS because the GPS is an internal GPS. This ain't something you can plug on your phone in the Waze app, your Google Maps, ain't none of that. That's of the world. You have it all wrong. You're going to continue to have it all wrong because of what? Oh, it's no money there. Oh, there's no attention there. Oh, there's no dick there. Oh, there's no wet vagina there. Oh. Are we done here? We are. We got the Three of Cups here. Again, this is all in alignment with the Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is about being celebrated. This is spirit. This is the spirit realm. Okay, this is your ancestors, your spirit guides. This is God all celebrating here. As above and so below. So if you got Three of Cups energy, you will certainly have Three of Pentacles at some point. Most of y'all want to keep going the route of the Pentacle route, which you can see, taste, touch, and feel. Well, now y'all gonna be feeling a whole lot of shit that you cannot pinpoint where it's coming from. Don't know how to even fix it because you are under spiritual attack and will continue to be under spiritual attack because you refuse to do the spiritual work. You refuse to acknowledge. You refuse to dig deep into that psyche. And at this point, you don't even know how to do so. You can even be listening to this message right now and still be confused. You still you can be listening to this message even right now, be confused, not know what I'm talking about, and still not even be able to tap into your psyche. And that's the problem. And it's going to forever stay your problem. I don't listen. That's on y'all. I've been on here for almost going on 3 years. and I'm doing and teaching what nobody else is doing and teaching and keeping it real at the same time. And I'm thriving. I am thriving. I'm not even going to speak death onto my life or death into what I'm doing here. But on the 3D, I'm not thriving. You guys keep supporting these people. I look around, and I'm not looking around no more, but I see all of these thousands, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 views on readings that are basic oracle card readings, readings that talk about sex and your next sexual encounter, talking about what somebody else is thinking about you. Why the fuck are you concerned about what somebody else is thinking of you? Why you don't know what you're thinking of you, but thousands of readings on that? Your next sexual encounter, new love coming in. Oh, they want to lick you up and down. All these type of readings. Y'all giving, yep, the crow is right here. Y'all giving thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views on this bullshit, and they want to sit there, and I can barely get 1,000 views on my shit, and I'm speaking nothing but life, giving y'all soul food. This is a problem. Look at the world. You got restaurants. You got restaurants that are killing you. Food ain't even real, and they are thriving, 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 thriving. Everything that is fake and of the wickedness is thriving, and that's your problem here. Yep, y'all can't find the beauty way, crow, which is the true beauty way. Y'all following the devil's way. Don't make me bring up the Kabbalah and the certain paths. Y'all getting stuck. Y'all getting stuck. Where the beauty way here? Let me show you. This is all about paths. Y'all getting stuck where it is, where the beauty way, the garden of beauty, number 7. Oh, look at this. The Sephora, okay, excuse my speech impediment. The number 7, the color green, this is the garden of beauty here. And that's where y'all get stuck. And it's funny because the tower is right here leading you to the house of spells, which is the 8th house. And then the sun card, you go right back over here, your ego, the sun. And then you get the secret valley, and then you go to the star, and then you go right back to the garden of beauty. You guys never evolve here. It's like y'all get stuck over here, which is at the bottom of the bottom, right next to Malkuth, the kingdom. Y'all just stay in that one place, and then you just go pinging back and forth, pinging back and forth. Y'all never get to the 6th Sephora, which is the mountain of the soul. And I talked about the mountain. Y'all never get to the mountain because you're so busy trying to be in the garden of beauty. That's not even the real beauty. That's not even the real beauty. You guys are missing the temple of love. Where the wheel of fortune is, that's the path. The wheel of fortune, temple of love. No, y'all get stuck right here, and then ping pong tower to the house of spells. Then y'all ping pong with your ego and all this other shit to the secret valley, which is where y'all don't understand what's going on. And then y'all get the star energy right here, and then you go right back into the garden of fucking beauty here, and it ain't really beauty. Crazy. The number 4 with the beauty way is about, the number represents the building of a solid foundation on which to move forward, good organization skills, and an ability to manage. If blocked, the same number can symbolize inflexibility and an inability in a person to progress. And again, we already talked about y'all being blocked. Some of you, most of you are blocked. So you guys are manifesting magician energy, 3 of Wands. You guys are manifesting inflexibility and an inability in a person to progress. How do you progress? You need to be flexible to information, people, places, and things that's not familiar, that's not usual. But no. The crow, we have the number 4. So we have 2 4s. It's giving me 13, but 1 + 3 = 4. That's here. So you have 2. 4, 4. The number 2 is about cooperation and balance. This number represents an ability to adapt and to work with others. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles energy. You can't do that 3 of Pentacles if you ain't right within 3 of Cups. The number 2 is a symbol of partnership as well as being a skilled mediator. If blocked, which it is blocked, this is giving, the same number can represent a shy and self-conscious nature. And then you want to project that onto somebody the fuck else. The number 4 is associated with the letter D. Wild Woman, that's how I'm feeling today. And I just talked about the Wild Woman book. And then the Many Paths. And then the Time Masters right here. But this is coming out in the reverse because y'all are not honoring who you truly are within. That Lilith energy is that wild woman, is that wild man. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to be, y'all too busy trying to be civilized so y'all can get money, get some sex, look good, and whatever else y'all out here doing here. That's not y'all. It's superficial beauty, which is also what Venus energy is all about. But y'all ain't trying to hear me though. Y'all gonna click out even if you probably didn't even last this whole time for some of you. And again, I'm being facetious to the ones who think that they know something and they refuse to take heed, or the ones who, you know, refuse to support, or to you. I'm talking to them with this demeanor here. I'm not talking to the ones who are truly on the path, the true path, and the ones who are truly here trying to learn and hear me out and whatever else. Okay, I'm not talking about y'all. This energy is not this facetiousness. And what is the other word I want to say? Sarcasm, I suppose. It's not intended towards you guys who are truly a part of the collective. This is for the motherfuckers on the outside who wishes that they can get in, or they think that they are in, and that's not the case at all. Period. I don't got no love for no rivals. Dun-dun-dun-dun. We have Divine Feminine energy is coming out. We also have Taurus energy. That is definitely Divine Feminine energy. That's like a Pocky Mama energy here. All right. That's actually the true, like this Taurus energy is more authentic than Libra energy. That's why they try to put them together. Venus rules Taurus and Libra, because Taurus energy is actually connected to the true earth, and Libra just wants to benefit from it. That's why Libra is superficial and surface level. Reminds me of, I don't know, someone has, I don't even want to get into it, but yes, we got Respect the Call, and then we also have Life Path, but it's funny that these two cards came out. So y'all need to look at your our Life Path number here. But even then, you can do a Google search and they'll give you some superficial, surface level, hee hee ha ha explanation of what your life path is. You need to look at the negative as well. So you need, honestly, you need to look at the negative so you can understand truly the positive. They want to keep giving you all the positive and it's leading you astray. Life is not like that. That's, again, the false beauty way. That's like love and light. There's just no way you can be love and light and you are unable and inept to deal with that darkness, or to even know what your darkness is. And a lot of people say, yeah, you need to do your shadow work. That's too easy. Everybody's saying the same shit, but they don't even do the fucking shadow work truly. Because if had they been doing the real shadow work, they wouldn't be putting out the bullshit that they're putting out. And their focus wouldn't be on about love. It wouldn't be about sex. It wouldn't be, no, it would be about your self journey. It would be about your soul's progression, evolution. It would be about your ancestry, breaking generational curses. They can't even talk about it in depth. And if they do talk about it, it's regurgitated, same old cassette play. They can't go deep into it. They can't pull up a book. They can't give you a book reference. They can't sit there and read with you. They can't cry with you. They can't tell you what they're going through, what they've been through, what they've overcome. They can't do none of that. And y'all support that shit. Y'all support that shit. I read dark psychology so I can understand the 3D psychology. I don't read psychology that they be teaching in the schools and none of that because it's bullshit. I need to understand it at the root. I need to understand it in the dark. I need to understand what it is in the shadow so I can understand it in the physical. Where everything, spell work energy that's been casted on this world, casted on this earth, is supposed to look beautiful. God, Satan rules this realm. That's why the devil card is Capricorn, Saturn energy. And we already know Lucifer was the most beautiful angel. So you don't think this realm, this world is not going to give off the same frequency, the same energy, the same magician energy? Everything is beautiful, or this is what people be trying to seek all the fucking time and do not want to go to the nitty of the gritty where it's really happening. Love and light, it's bullshit. Y'all be having these quotes, you need to accept me at my worst if you want me at my best. But meanwhile, everybody's just trying to put on their best and completely disregarding their worst. Their worst is who they truly are. And you overcome that. That's when you can see somebody on the 3D who doesn't appear beautiful, but deep down they are though. Their spirit, their heart is beautiful. And so that makes them beautiful. But no, you got people here. It's the opposite, man. It really is. And that's why personally I do both. Y'all gonna see me looking like this, and you gonna see me done up. But you gonna see me looking like this more often. Sometimes my lace ain't laid. Like right now, it ain't laid, and it is what it is. I'm looking like a bag of potatoes today. But I'm my most beautiful in this state. Wild hair, unbrushed, unkept hair, whatever. But no, you got people here who go above and beyond. Buy designer, go broke, credit fucked up, all in the name of appearing beautiful, of appearing like they got shit put together. It's a sad world, man. It really is. It's a sad world, man. We have his divine time. That's crazy. We have divine time for an energy shift. Tap into masculine energy. These two cards came out reversed. We also have 666 here. The number 6. The number 6 is about vision and acceptance, but you go listen to anyone else and they'll be like, oh my God, it's the mark of the beast. Who told you that? It's the mark of the beast. It's evil. You're dumb. This is about creativity, vision, and acceptance. The number represents beauty, purity. So y'all know number 666 to be evil, right? Meanwhile, the true vibration of 6 is beauty, purity, high ideals, and well-balanced, unselfish disposition. But because these motherfuckers are blocked, this is what they understand. The number 6, when blocked, can be an obstinate, domineering nature and a tendency to be judgmental, like saying 666 is evil. What? If 666 is evil and it's talking about it being about purity, high ideals, well-balanced and unselfish disposition, clearly y'all lack that. Being misinformed. So you guys are all blocking your own high ideals, visions, creativity. You're blocking your own, and that all leads into this portal here. It all leads into this hermit portal so you can learn Page of Pentacles, so you can expand Ace of Cups, and so you can be where you truly belong, Ten of Cups. You're blocking yourself with your misinformed information and listening to these misinformed motherfuckers. Stupido. I said it. Some of you are supported in that business idea. So these people, they don't want to support you where you're supported. The truth. Ace of Swords energy. 3 of Cups energy. We done? Confusion as soon as means. Guilt. They gonna iron it on out. That's what that card is, guilt, and she ironing out her crown chakra, just ironing it out like love and light, love and light. Meanwhile, this is who they truly are in the depths, but they don't know how to access it because they're too busy trying to iron out this consciousness that's love and light, and it's not true. That same woman in this darkness is the same woman who's putting on a front, which is what most people fucking do. It's sad. Refuse masculine energy would be like Aries energy. It would be like that Jupiter in Aries, North Node in Aries energy. I forget which house it is in. And isn't the descendant in Aries as well? Where the real spiritual warfare is being fought for some of you, by some of you. And that's why you're being supported the real beauty way. These people don't know. They don't want to warrior up. They don't want to get all, no, they don't want to do none of that. They don't really want to honor their life path. They don't really want to fight the real good fight. They don't want to respect the call. They don't want to put in that hard work, Taurus energy. They don't want to balance their true divine feminine or masculine energy. No. They're too concerned with 2 of Cups and giving somebody else their power, giving somebody else the job of being feminine, giving somebody else the job of being masculine. They're too busy trying to have sex and be sexualized and have a big butt and have this and have that has nothing. You can't bring that with you. And that's why they're mad. Stupid ass motherfuckers, grief. The color green here. Evil eye. They're jealous. The color green is supposed to be the heart chakra. But they'll tell you the heart is supposed to be the color red. The heart is actually the color green, which is Taurus energy, earth element. But no, they're going to tell you that heart energy, that heart chakra is the color red. Well, we really want to take it there. The color red associates itself with the root chakra. And that's why a lot of y'all be having some issues, a lot of issues in your love life that you're so concerned about. So concerned about your love life and don't even love yourself, don't even know yourself, can't even connect to yourself. And then you got to sit there and give 2 of Cups energy. And then you want to listen to other people tell you. I literally heard a tarot reader talk about something. The 2 of Cups is the most powerful. It's the powerful. It just means that you are in love. And it's the most powerful card. And I literally was appalled. My mouth dropped. Like, 2 of Cups? You are telling these people? 200,000 subscribers. You're telling these people the 2 of Cups is the highest vibration. That's a watered down version of the Lover's card. But no, and then you want to listen to other people talk about the Lover's card is about sex and desire and intimacy. What? You got it all wrong, and that's what y'all listening to. And then y'all realize and wonder why y'all lives, and it's the same thing over and over. Exactly. Wisdom fell right on top of the divine feminine. Look at the color green. Look at the color green. I just love it when they come through with the come through. Trickery, color green, and the facade. Y'all got it all wrong. Y'all in the facade and trickery, color green energy, and y'all think y'all know something, wisdom energy. This shit is funny. Look, she got the world inside her stomach. That's the Empress right there. But y'all too busy opening up your legs and allowing somebody to trick you and put nuts up inside of you, put nuts in your mouth and all types of other shit. Sad. Sad. Stupid ass motherfuckers, yeah. Stupid ass motherfuckers. I can't stand a motherfucker that knows nothing about nothing, but want to sit up here and misinform the people. And I can't stand motherfuckers who sit there to be misinformed, thinking that they're not being misinformed. Like, your soul, come on, man. That's why y'all gotta, it's like an addiction. That's why you have to keep going back to these oracle card readers. It's an addiction. That's a part of the devil card. Addiction. It's McDonald's food. That's why you eat it like Chinese food. You eat it and you're hungry within the next hour or so. Y'all gotta keep watching it, keep watching it, keep watching it, keep watching it. Like, come on, man. Y'all can't even listen to my readings full. The full, you can't do it. We an hour in, and I'm pretty sure most people fell off after 10 minutes. People's attention spans. It's like them being hungry. They want something quick and right now. Sad. Oh well, I'm ready to wrap this up though. I'm ready to wrap this up. Yeah, we got memories here. That's funny. It fell on top of the crow and the beauty way. That reminds me of the 6 of Cups here as well. Also the Akashic records. It did come out reverse though, so I will acknowledge it in the reverse. These people have no memory. They don't realize, they don't remember who they are. They don't try to figure out who they don't do none of that shit. And it is what it is. And so they just walk around oblivious. Walk around ignoring the call. Walk around just trying to be in this world, man. Trying to master this world and what everybody else is doing in the world. And you're supposed to just be in it, not of it. And these people want to master being of it here. Yeah, freedom in the reverse. It's like all of these cards is coming out reverse, and it's bouncing off of this over here where you're really supported the real beauty way with the crow. It's bouncing the fuck off. Wisdom, yep, wow. Displacement, they really think that they're not displaced, or they're concerned about being displaced. Like the lady when I went to the hospital, she was just like, yeah, I pretty much sold my soul. You know, my passions don't pay me money, and I'm just doing whatever pays the bills. Play. And it's an illusion. Scavenge. It's an illusion, scavenge, and then the upheaval is here. and then they get dominated. Got to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, who to be. Now they don't know who they are now. And then when they listen to the truth about who they truly are, they want to sit there and say that that's evil and that's, you know, that's devil's work. And it's just like, but you're doing devil's work. I remember one girl, I never forget that dumbass bitch gonna sit there and say that tarot cards are evil because her mom told her to. Well, why your mom didn't tell you that you having two kids by two different men, one of which you lost your child, you had to pay child support to him. Why she ain't tell you having sex and having babies with men you're not married to? Why she ain't tell you that was evil, but she gonna tell you that cards are evil? You see, it's fucked up. But that's these people, and you like I said in the astrology forecast, that you guys are still not fucking watching because it's not what you are used to, or it's something that you don't understand or you can't be in control of, or you just don't know it, and you can't take somebody knowing something that you don't know, or you just refuse to because you don't think you need to know, or you think you know every goddamn thing. Y'all keep refusing to watch it, and I literally said this in the astrology forecast. All of my shit is in alignment. Every single one. All of them. They all connect as well. There's not one reading that I have done in the history of me doing readings, maybe in the beginning, but there's not one reading I have done, especially recently within the last year or so, that did not connect. I can connect all of my readings to I can connect them like it's nothing, and I record it as well. There's nothing there, listen. But yeah, y'all gonna sit there and listen to these fucking Oracle tarot readers, McDonald readers, who is up and down, up and down, up and down. None of the readings flow. None of them make sense. One minute they telling you new love is coming in. The next minute they telling you that there's a demon, watch out, be careful, they just want to use you. The next minute, oh love, and then the next minute is something different. Nothing flows, and yet that's where the addiction comes in. Just like you loving people who don't want to love you, you get addicted to it. That's what they're doing to y'all, and you guys are allowing it. Oh well, oh too bad. I don't give a fuck no more, man. I really don't. I love to see it. I love to see y'all just in a spiral, confused, because I be trying to tell y'all and give you a clear path, but no. But no.